And we are live. Again, magandang gabi po sa inyo lahat. For those in the Philippines, good evening po. For those nasa Germany, good afternoon. Sa Europe and sa US naman, good day sa inyo. Just hit the chat box at your upper right hand if you wanted to just say hi para alam ko po na online na po kayo. Can you see me po, guys? Hope you can see me. We're about to start. May few house rules lang. Make sure na yung inyong mobile phone ay naka-silent po so that it will not disturb our discussion. And of course, I advise na mag-take down notes po tayo. Although mayroon po tayong recording nito, it's better na mayroon din kayong notes. So you will be able to jot down important information. And of course, with our recording, you will be able to review the sessions again. So you'll be able to apply yung mga dapat nyong matutunan. Okay. Handa na kayo to learn tonight? Right. So some of your classmates have shared about their trades, and some of them even applied na yung mga strategies na natutunan natin over the 3 weekends. And this time around, I'm about to share sa inyo paano naman ninyo i-control yung pagtitrades ninyo na hindi kayo naghahabol. So, yun. Let's start. And I know all of you guys are excited for tonight. So, I will not keep that against you, and I would start na right away. So, yun. Enjoy the learning. I just remove lang my video over here. Tanggalin ko muna yung video, guys, ha? Okay. So, tonight, we're gonna be sharing to you guys how you can be able to control your time when you are investing or trading in the stock market. Ang isa pang part doon, isi-share ko rin sa inyo kung ano ba yung mga sikreto para hindi kayo nai-stress all the time kapag nag-trade kayo or nag-i-invest stock market. I know most of you guys are newbies dito. Wala pang experience masyado when it comes to investing in the stock market. So, just sit down, relax, and enjoy. And I hope you guys will learn a lot tonight. And yun. So, ang ating objectives. So, first objective po natin is for you to identify the importance of being able to control your time. Of course, that's very important. Isa pa dito is for you to enumerate yung mga different... Sorry for that. Enumerate yung different techniques on how to be able to control your time frame properly. Kahit busy ka, nagtatrabaho ka man, your work on a shifting or nag-8 to 4 ka, yun. And then I will share to you then a few tips on how to make your investing and trading in the stock market stress-free. And lahat po ng natutunan natin for the past 3 weeks, we'll try to sum it up and reapply them again. Of course, as what some of my teachers said, sabi nga ng teacher ko sa nursing, sabi niya, if hindi mo daw na i-apply yung pinag-aralan mo, makakalimutan mo daw yun. So, it is always important na kung ano may natutunan mo ngayon, apply agad, make it a habit, and use it to your advantage. And of course, yun po yung purpose natin. Kaya mayroon po tayong group learning, may group chat po tayo. At the same time, meron po tayong FB page. Soon, malapit na pong magla-launch yung ating website. So hopefully, maka-join din kayo sa ating online learning. May mga free learning activities po tayo along the way. So, ang una-una po nating pag-uusapan tonight is all about time. Okay. I know some of you guys are aware na importante po na hawak po natin yung oras natin. Tama po ba? Kasi when you are in control of your time, mas marami kang pwedeng gawin, right? I know karamihan po sa atin work in a company, in a different settings. Marami po sa atin are nakatali pa sa ating mga employer. Yeah. And I know most of you guys are OFWs then. Yun. So, I just want to share to you guys ano ba yung mga pwede nating strategiya na gagamitin para hindi tayo, para ma-take advantage natin yung time. As the saying goes, time is important. Time is at your side if you are planning it well and you are conscious of it. Okay, so always think of time as something na it should be on your side, right? So if you plan well, kung nakapagplano ka ng maayos, mas advantageous yun kasi you are able to execute things out at the right moment at the right time. Okay? So importante po na hawak niyo po yung oras. I know a lot of people, some of my friends have lost big amounts of money in the stock market because they have taken for granted this very important factor, itong time frame. Okay? Bakit siya importante? It is important kasi when you are in control of your time, okay, you have a plan for it, naiset mo na siya ng maaga, hindi ka maghahabol hindi ka mahihirapan on whatever situation. Kaya nga importante na trade your plan and execute it properly. It should be stress-free. Siyempre, all of us are working in shift, so we wanted to have a stress-less na investment, di ba? For some that are going to be on the longer time frame, it's good. For some naman na gustong short-term or mid-term trades lang, then it is fine. Kaya ang importante doon, na-set mo siya ng maaga, meron kang goal na nailagay mo na, okay, ahead of time, and then you are able to execute it, okay? You should engineer it according to your time frame. I know yung iba sa inyo are nurses, some sa inyo naman are working in the office, like some of you guys here are accountants, some of you guys are nagwo-work sa isang business enterprise. So, you have to pattern the time Like sa amin dito sa UAE, we are late for 4 hours from the Philippines, di ba? So, we need to set our time frame according kung anong oras nag-open yung stock market sa Pilipinas. But the good thing about it, what I'm about to share sa inyo guys tonight, is pwede pala akong mag-invest at mag-trade sa stock market even magkaiba or magkalayo yung time frame sa Pilipinas. Some of us are 8 hours apart. Some of us are even longer, di ba? So, yun. You should design a time frame na panalo ka. Okay? So, importante yun na by your side parate yung time. Okay. So, I've talked about this last time about the time value, diba? Kung maalala ninyo, I just try to turn on my screen para makita nyo. Kung maalala nyo, ang time frame is very important kasi kapag halimbawa dito ka nakapasok at this price, itong sa taas dito, sorry, ayaw magsulat, wait lang po. Ayan. So, halimbawa dito ka nakabili, and then the following months, biglang bumaba dito yung binili mong stock. Of course, you will have to wait for it to correct to go up again, di ba? So, you have lost the time kung hindi mo siya na-time ng maayos. Ideally, if you are going to invest or to trade in this type of movements, dapat dito pa lang nakabili ka na. 'Di ba? Before pa siya nag-pump up pataas. Okay? Then, if the trade has changed, that's the time you lock in your earnings na. Kaya lang, for some people na hindi marunong mag-chart, hindi rin marunong mag-timing, those are already lost time. Gets nyo? So, these are already the time na sayang. You could have placed this hard-earned money to other stocks na paakyat kung na-identify mo lang siya ng maaga. 'Di ba? I hope that is clear. I'll just remove the board again. So, ano pa ba yung kailangan nating malaman? Yung time frame, okay? Kung maganda po yung timing natin at maganda rin yung pagpasok at labas mo, you would have saved a lot of time, di ba? Kaya I am happy na some of your classmates here have decided to join kasi it will really help them to improve. Even kayo na mga bago, it will really help you to be able to plan your trades properly. Yun. So, kapag hindi mo siya naiplano ng maayos at napunta ka dito, gaya nitong nangyari dito sa scenario na to, napunta ka dito sa pababa na time, if you have not planned it well, that would have been a loss of time, diba? So, importante na hawak mo oras mo parate, all the time. At the same time, hindi ka napupunta sa ganitong senaryo na pabagsak yung stock, mali yung timing mo, mali din yung pasok mo. Okay? So, let us continue. Now, I have discussed this also about the time value. Alam mo yung duration of price movements, yung turnover of trends. May some trends that would last more than a year. Merong iba nga nagla-last 5 years time eh. So kung mali yung entry point mo, mali yung pasok mo, kung hindi ka nag-plan ahead of time, doon pa lang talo ka na. Kinain na yung oras mo, kinain pa yung paper money mo, okay? At the same time, syempre, hindi mo siya pwedeng ibenta ng palugi, di ba? Lalo na kung medyo malaking amount yung nilagay mo. So as early as daw, I'm already teaching you guys na paunti-unting puhunan na nilalagay mo, you should be able to learn the tricks na or to learn the skills. Kasi pareho lang yan eh. If you are investing 10,000 now, pesos halimbawa, then tama yung pag-trade mo, tama yung pagpasok mo, tama din yung timing mo. Then you have placed your trading plan, then you're good to go eh. So by the time na malaki na puhunan mo, 100,000 na 1 million pesos or even more, the skills or the setup would not be that different eh. Halos pareho pa rin din. Okay? Kaya importante na ngayon pa lang na i-apply niyo yung mga inaaral ninyo at tinuturo ko sa inyo. Okay? You should plan it ahead of time. Para yung time gain mo, okay? You gain na your money, hawak mo pa yung oras mo at hindi nasasayang yung oras mo dahil nagkamali ka. Now, it is always given na may mga instances talaga na nagkakamali tayo. And that is normal. And I would encourage you guys na if you have a chance, try to chat to me or even with your classmates para, alam mo yun, matutunan ninyo, makapag-learn kayo together. Yun po yung purpose. That's why we have a group chat. Meron po tayong FB page kasi we are building community actually to be able to help each other. Natututunan mo yung art and skill of trading in the stock market. Okay? So let us move. So being able to have that strategy, okay? Being able to have that skills na napag-aralan natin in just 3 weeks time, pang 4th week na natin ngayon, you will be able to implement yung mga skills na napag-aralan natin. Okay? So halo yan. Dapat hawak mo yung time frame mo considering na We are on our busy hours. So, most of the time, kung kailan ka free time, plan ahead. Okay? Do your thing. Do research. Pag-aralan mo. Tignan mo yung background ng company na pag-iinvestan mo ng pera. Look at the graph. Okay? Charts. It's important na nakikita mo siya. Analyze it. Compare it to its competitors. Apply mo yung tinuro kong pag-i-examine ng company. Paano ba maghanap ng company na may magandang fundamentals? Look at the charts as well. Okay? And titignan mo rin kung ano yung sentiments, overall sentiment ng investors or yung mga bumibili sa stock market. Okay? And of course, after putting all the strategies, creating the plan, na-resign mo na rin yung time frame mo kung kailan ka mag-check, bibili, at kailan ka mag-execute. Then, you have to, yung pinaka-importanting bagay, do action. Okay? So, yun. Now, controlling your trades. Now, I'm about to share to you guys, I don't know if you can remember sa first topic natin, I have shared yung iba't ibang ways para makapag-trade ka. So, how do you control your trades? Importante yung malaman na pwede pala tayong mag-plan ahead and then mag-execute ahead of time din. So, hindi mo kailangan na naka-open or antayin na mag-open yung stock market for you to be able to plan and execute your trades. Ano ba ibig sabihin ko doon? Okay. So, controlling your trades, mayroon po tayong iba't ibang ways. Mayroon po yung tinatawag nilang ATO or at the opening. Mayroon din tayo tinatawag na at the closing price and good to cancel. Anong ibig sabihin niyo yun, sir? Actually, sa ibang, I'm using kasi Call Financial. Okay? So, ito po yung kanilang buttons kung paano bibili at the opening. So, it means bibili ka during the opening time. Before mag-open yung stock market, yung ATC naman is at the closing and GTC naman is good to cancel. So, kapag kaiba yung broker mo, iba rin yung term nila. Pero almost similar lang po yung function. So, don't get confused po It's almost the same. Okay. So, isa-isahin po natin so you'll be able to understand it well. Ano ba ibig sabihin ng ATO or at the opening? These are the time na close pa yung stock market, nagpi-pre-opening pa lang sila. So, you can be able to create your orders ahead of time before pa mag-start yung trading hours, which is 9:30, 'di ba, ng umaga sa Pilipinas. Kung sa UAE ka naman, that's 5:30 in the morning. So, kaya yung iba, ang aga nilang gumising, okay? Natatawa nga ako minsan kasi some of my friends na nag-trade sa stock market kasi nagawa nila, they have to wake up every day early in the morning just to wait for the time. Where in fact, hindi nila alam na you can be able to trade pala ahead of time. Plan it ahead, trade it ahead. So, yung mga traders, ginagawa nila is meron silang ATO at the opening and at the closing pricing. It's actually part of the strategy ng iba para masalo nila yung price or mabili nila yung price sa gusto nila. Okay? Sa ATO, ano ba yung ATO? At around 9:01 in the morning hanggang 9:29, you can be able to order ahead of time. Paano mo yung stock na gustong bilhin mo. At the closing naman, that's when the stock market is about to close, I think 3:01 to 3, around the time when they are about to close, doon naman, opposite siya ng ATO at the closing price. Kung ano may yung presyo sa time na yon, yun yung siniset ng ibang mga traders. Ginagawa to ng mga traders kasi kapag halimbawa yung stock is pabagsak na siya and they wanted to get the lowest price for that day, ginagawa nila, they order it at yung ATC na option, which is at the closing. Okay? Good to cancel option. This is one of the great things about having online system nowadays. Kasi you can order any stock at any time. Okay? For as long as yung good to cancel pala, guys, is carried on or nagagawa lang siya during trading hours. So kapag open lang yung stock market. So, but the good thing about it, Yung good to cancel option, you can order it now and it will execute for the next 60 days or 2 months for as long as na-hit niya yung price na nilagay mo. Okay? For as long as may nag-match sa in-order mong presyo at yung willing na seller. Anong maganda dito? The beauty about it is you can actually create a plan. Okay? 'Di ba? Gumagawa tayo ng graph. Nag-a-analyze tayo ng stock. Sinusulat natin, ina-identify natin yung entry point and exit point. Remember? During our third class. So, dun pa lang makikita mo na, at this price, I want to buy it. So, you don't have to wait na bibilhin mo siya at magbabantay ka everyday para lang ma-hit yung time na gusto mong bilhin siya. Okay? I know it's a little bit boring kasi hindi siya exciting, hindi siya nag-move eh. But what's the beauty about it is hindi mo kailangan nakabantay all the time. 'Di ba? Hindi mo kailangang nakatingin ka all the time kasi it would eat talaga hours eh kapag ka nakabantay ka all the time. And that goes the same for not only buying but also for selling stocks. So example, you have identified your entry point, you have identified your exit point. Now, kung na-identify mo na yon and you're willing to sell at that price, then you can set it like, okay, I want to sell it at this point, at this moment, and I can set it ahead of time. So at least it has saved you already almost 2 months time na hindi ka naman kailangan nakabantay every day, 'di ba? So yun yung beauty doon. Okay, I hope that is clear. Later I will give the floor for you guys to give you chance kung meron kayong mga tanong. So, if you're going to have a look on it, 'di ba? Yung ating stock, ito is SM Prime Holdings. Actually, itong stock na to, we've already discussed it before. So, kung wala kang trading plan, wala kang trading strategy, at wala kang ginamit na tools or even graph or mga indicators na natutunan natin before, hindi mo alam kailan ka papasok eh. Even if you have seen all this chart na ngayon, okay? Kung hindi mo na-plot yung plano mo, hindi mo na-plot kung kailan ka magbebenta, kailan ka bibili, then, hindi mo rin alam. Hindi mo ma-execute properly yung plano mo. What if bumaba to? Diba? Or what if umakyat pa siya more? So, ano ba yung gagawin kong plan? Always, when you are buying a stock or a share, you need to have a plan. Okay, I hope that is clear. Now, I just want to share to you a quote from, of course, our famous and my beloved idol. Sabi niya, what's the sense in getting rich daw if you just stare at the ticker tape all day long, 'di ba? Ang ibig niya sabihin dito, paano ka daw, ano ba yung sense na yumaman ka nga pero nakabantay ka naman all the time, 'di ba? Of course, we wanted to have more free time. We wanted na our money will grow over time without compromising other things. Of course, we need to have a balance of life na magawa natin, maalagaan natin yung family natin, bigyang pagpapahalaga si misis or si girlfriend mo, bigyang pahalaga yung family mo, na makausap mo yung nanay, tatay mo, or mga kapatid mo. And that is very important, di ba? So, that is why ito, tinuturo natin na hindi mo kailangang nakabantay parate, hindi mo kailangang na-stress ka parati sa time. You just have to create your technique or your own setup to be able to control your time. Okay, stress-free investing. Ano bang ibig sabihin nito? Of course, when you are investing, hindi mo maaalis na meron talagang risk element at meron ding parang kakabahan ka, bigla kang you will feel na hindi mo control parate. But once you have the plan and you place it properly, then it becomes a stress-free investing. Galing, di ba? If you plan it well, then you can execute it well also. So, in creating a plan, hindi lang dapat isa. Dapat marami kang plan. What if plan A didn't work? Okay? What if plan B didn't work? Okay, you should always have an alternative plan in case things would not go according to your plan. Okay? Now, along the way, may times talaga na nasusubukan yung planning skills mo. Okay? At normal po yun. What's good about it, if you keep on creating a plan and evaluating and making the best out of it, manonotice mo over time, nagiging mas magaling ka na mag-handle ng mga situation. And just by the blink of an eye, kita mo agad, oh, eto na. I have seen this setup before. It's time to buy the stock. Or I have seen this setup before. It is time to sell this certain stock. Okay? So, yun yung kadagandahan po dun. If you have planned it well, may plano ka. In case things would not go well, may another plan ka. And if it doesn't go well pa din, may another plan ka pa din. So, ang punto ko doon, you are able to adjust in every situation. This skill po pala guys will be learned over time. It doesn't, hindi mo siya mamamaster agad-agad. But, ang punto ko lang, just do it, learn from it, and better over time. Okay? Para lang din yung pag-gym, di ba? Kapag nag-gym ka, of course, hindi ka naman lalaki yung katawan mo or papayat ka or magiging sexier ka kung isang araw ka lang nag-gym, di ba? It has to go, it has to become a routine, and it has to be done regularly. Okay? If your free time is once a week lang, sa free time mo na yon, dapat you should plan well and you should execute well on that free time. The rest of the days, if you are busy at work, focus on your work. Of course, you don't want to kill the golden goose or the golden egg that lays money for you, diba? So, goal natin sa stock market is to multiply and grow our money, diba? So, we don't want to compromise yung other days na nagiging productive tayo. Alright? I hope that is clear and continue po tayo. So, the next one naman is, ano ba yung components ng merong magandang trading plan? Unang-una, dapat nare-reason out mo bakit mo siya ginawa. Okay? Na-rationalize mo siya. Bakit ko to ginawa? Ba't ko to binili? Okay? It should be part of your trading strategy. Kaya nga sabi ko, yung pagkakaroon ng strategy is very important. Dapat na-follow mo yung plan. Kasi kung nag-disalign ka or hindi mo finalo yung plan, you have lose na your map or yung guide mo on how to win in whatever investment or whatever trading na pinasukan mo. Okay? You have to understand about the risk-win situation. Ano bang chances na magiging successful ako sa trade na to? Ano bang magiging chance na matatalo ako? Okay? You have to see the overall aspect also. So, being able to see yung sentiments ng mga tao. That's why yung sinare ko sa inyo na iba't ibang indicators, those are important elements. Although kukunti lang yung tinuro ko sa inyo, dun pa lang panalo na kayo eh. You don't need to make na parang ang dami-dami mo indicators, pero hindi naman effective yung iyong pag-execute ng trades, di ba? So, mas okay na yung konti lang, pero kumikita ka, di ba? Entry prices and position prices. It is important na alam mo, na identify mo ahead of time yung kailan ka papasok and kailan ka lalabas. Okay? Kailan ka na magla-lock in ng profit mo? Kailan ka magka-cut loss if needed? Kung hindi pumasok according to your plan. And of course, the action part, which is very, very, very important. Alright. So, investing freely. It is important na you have a control of your free time and it is important na maiplano mo siya ahead of time. Kasi work time or kapag nagtatrabaho na tayo, of course, we don't want to compromise our job na magiging unproductive tayo sa work, di ba? So, more of focusing. Kapag nag-i-stock market ka, focus on the stock market. Kapag ka nag-work ka naman, focus on the work. And you cannot juggle it all together. unless your work would permit to do so, 'di ba? Body clock. That is important na kontrolado mo yung body clock mo. And importante din na hindi mo natitaken for granted yung sleeping hours mo. Okay? So, it's important na naaalagaan mo yung kalusugan, health is wealth, and being able to time properly yung entry and exit points. I have mentioned this previous slides and it's important. I'm reiterating it again na importante po yung timing your entry and your exit points. Okay? Now, I want you to refresh yourselves about applying the different trading techniques. I know we have studied this during our third session, but I just want to refresh you guys kung ano ba yung napag-aralan natin so far because we're gonna be applying them for real right now, later. Okay? So, we were able to identify yung iba't ibang setup before. Unang-una, sinabi ko sa inyo, you need to identify on what trend you are on. Nasa uptrend ba ako? Ay, nasa downtrend ba? Or nasa sideways market ako ngayon? Is it the right time for me to enter? Yun yung pinakaunang tanong. Anong trend ba ako meron ngayon? Okay? And if it's on this trend, ano ba yung strategy na gagawin ko? So, iba't ibang trends, iba't ibang strategy din ang gagawin natin. Okay? So, pangalawa, we're able to identify yung support and resistance. That is very important kasi sa pagpa-plot ng entry and exit points ng ating trades, importante alam mo saan yung iyong support, saan yung iyong resistance, di ba? Yung support, of course, yun yung buying price mo na points. Yung resistance naman, it can be either selling point mo na or you are about to sell na on that resistance side. Okay, volume as an indicator. We discussed this one before na importante na may volume, may buying pressure, maraming gustong bumili kasi in that way the prices would go up. Okay? We've also studied about moving average, which is very useful when you are timing your trades kasi it can tell you kung time to come in na ba or time to go out na ba of my trades. I know I've shared this one about yung paglalagay ng graph. Maalala nyo, yung small moving average na shorter yung time frame and then yung longer moving average na longer yung time frame, which is very helpful kapag gusto mong i-timing yung entry and exit points. Since some of your classmates have identified kung ano yung mga stocks na bibilhin, ano yung bibenta, we'll try to apply them for real mamaya. Okay? So, RSI, Relative Strength Index, we're able to identify yung line, okay, kung saan yung RSI natin is either on the upper side or on the lower side or nasa gitna siya. So, 30-70% na lines. Now, that would tell you kung it's the right time din. Tulong din to, parang moving average din siya. Difference lang is it will tell you kung may mas marami ba yung gustong bumili at this time. So, if you remember before, pag below 30, anong sabi ko? You shouldn't be there yet. Okay? Kapag umaakyat na siya and nag-change na yung movement, going towards more than 30, going to 50 and more, based on the buying pressure of the RSI or yung strength ng buyers versus the sellers, and altogether with your charts and other indicators, you'll be able to decide properly. Okay? And then, we've talked about MACD or Moving Average Convergence Divergence, which is an indicator that would help you to decide then using the MACD line, your signal line, and your histogram. Okay? And of course, yung actual charts na pinag-aralan natin last time, yung to go. And the last one, yung pinaka-last na indicator, yung Chaikin Money Flow, which would tell you kung marami bang bibili or maraming flow ng money towards the stock or palabas naman yung pera, which is yung pababa naman below the zero line. Okay. So, I'm about to share to you guys yung iba't ibang chart patterns. Although this one is not included in my learning session, I just want you to have a quick view on them na yung mga movements po ng ating stock market, yung akyat baba or going sideways has a pattern na sinusunod. And all of this would tell you something kung worth buying ba or hindi na kailangang bantayan yung stock na yun. So, patterns like head and shoulders, which is a sign of reversal going down. Rectangles gaya nito, which is sign of going down din. Channels, okay? Yung ilang beses siyang pabagsak tapos biglang na-hit niya yung pangatlong resistance. Out na siya towards bullish naman. Flags, pennants, yan. So, ito po yung iba't ibang types ng ating chart patterns that would help you to decide yung ating ascending triangle, which is a bullish pattern. Descending naman is the opposite. Wedge continuation is pabagsak siya na type. And then the wedge reversal naman, which is yung paakyat. Double tap for downtrend. Double bottom is uptrend naman. Triple tap and triple bottom naman. Those are the different chart patterns. Now, I think I could integrate them kapag mag-aaral na tayo sa ating free learning session on candle reading on the December 30. Okay, so just introduction for the different chart patterns. Now, putting it all together, if you just have a look on the chart itself, na wala kang ginamit na indicator, wala kang ginamit na support and resistance lines, wala kang ginamit na trend lines. If you'll have a look on this, parang hindi ko alam kung anong gagawin ko right at the moment, di ba? Pero if you were able to plot things out, naglagay ka ng iyong rulers or yung iyong mga trend lines, support and resistance lines, pati yung iyong indicators, then makikita mo, ito pala yun. Ito pala yung mga dapat kong gawin. So, look at the difference from there to dito, di ba? Dito, in-apply ko lang yung moving average eh. If you notice, I applied here yung apat na moving average, yung 9 days, 50 days, 100 days, and 200 days. If you try to see them, tignan nyo, yung using only moving average, dun pa lang, it helps you decide na kung bibili ka or hindi, di ba? At what time frame, kung ano yung gagamitin mo. So, later, I'll try to apply yung lahat ng inaral natin by using the different indicators na ginawa. By the way, yung hindi pa pala nakapag-download ng Chart Nexus, advice ko po guys, sana try to apply or download na yung Chart Nexus. Sulat ko po yung Chart Nexus. Pero lang po, makikita naman siya agad-agad. Ito po yung website. For those na hindi alam saan yung website, ito po yung website natin. Sasend ko po sa inyong chat na recorded dito. And so you'll just have to download it for free. This gives you 3 years of free information about the Philippine stock market. You just have to choose pala yung PSE. Okay? PSE dapat yung pipiliin mo. Lagay ko dito ha. And look on your chat box. Makikita nyo po yung details. And I'll try to add on din sa Facebook chat natin yung website saan pwede mag-download. So, kung titignan mo, I have added everything. Nilagay ko po yung pagpa-plot ng support and resistance dito. Nilagay ko rin yung moving average, if you notice. Yung volume lines as our indicator, nilagay ko rin. And yung MACD natin, of course. Moving average, convergence, divergence. Ay, hindi ko pa pala nailagay yung RSI. RSI na lang yung wala. And yung ating Chaikin's money flow. So, kung pag-aaralan nyo siya, dito pa lang, you could be able to identify kailan yung buy point, kailan yung selling point mo later on. Okay? So, actual application, the very important side of our learning session today. So, we'll try to analyze some of the stocks na minessage nyo sa akin a while ago. So, I'll open lang my chart Nexus. Try to I'll just try to download yung pinaka-recent recent natin na data based on today. So, ito pala. I'm just gonna share to you yung screen sharing. Medyo mabagal lang siya, but it's coming. Okay, ayan. So, I hope you can see my chart. I'm using actually yung ating chart Nexus. Okay. Ayan. So, nakikita nyo na yung chart. So, kapag ka na-download mo na siya, you would usually see an interface like this one. Tanggalin ko lang po yung mga indicators. Okay. Pati yung volume. Clear ko yung drawing tools natin. Okay. So, this is your raw chart without anything written onto it. So I just would like to share to you how to use your chart Nexus as your tool towards using it during your trades. By the way, yung chart Nexus po pala is hindi po siya live. Okay, useful lang po siya if you're going to analyze stocks during off hours or kapag ka walang trade. Kasi during trading time, mayroon po siyang delay time eh. I think 2 hours delayed siya or more. So, if you are using live, better to use po yung Instagram kasi doon makikita nyo po yung live data mismo. And you could even chart on the live data. Pero, what I like about Chart Nexus is kasi dito, mas maganda. May mga tools tayo na at saka comfortable din siyang gamitin lalo na kapag nag-aaral ka. Okay? So, a few information na pwede nyo gamitin. So, like most of the software applications, may mga toolbars po tayo. Ito po yung Start User Login. Ang iba na nagsusubscribe, binabayaran po yun. There's a fee. I think it's 80 or 70. I'm not sure how much na siya ngayon. Pero for a start, just download lang po yung free na 3 years na subscription. That is already okay for you to analyze stocks. 3 years info is already good enough for you. So, meron po tayong charting, which is magagamit natin iba't ibang indicators. Watch list, you can even open chart, you could use your workspace, you could even print, capture charts, and save it. You can have multiple windows at the same time. So, depende po sa inyo anong gusto niyo. You could even use the different layouts. Okay? Explore nyo na lang po paano gamitin. Drawing tools, doon po natin makikita yung yun, pwede kang maggamit ng lines or yung horizontal broken line to identify yung support and resistance. Pwede kang mag-drawing ng oval to identify certain positions. I think ito is arrow bar. Pwede ka rin magsulat kung gusto mo. And a whole bunch of things that you can use. Okay? Ayan, naghang na ulit. Wait now. And what else? Medyo naghang. Wait lang guys Yun, you could put a text or kung ano man yung gusto mong chat or reference points na gamitin. Pwede ka rin magsulat ng Fibonacci. Ito po, i-share ko po sa inyo on our next lecture. How to use Fibonacci's. And yun, erase kung in case na gusto mong palitan. Different tools, calculators. Yan. And advanced traders, yun. Expert trader, this is paid din for those na gustong gumamit ng pang trading. So, We wanted to analyze some of the few stocks na gusto ng inyong mga classmates. So, isa doon is APX. Wait. Okay, so let's analyze APX. Tingnan natin kung worth buying ba siya or hindi. So, una-una natin gawin, as what I taught you before guys, is to create your support and resistance. Okay, is it worth buying ba or is it not worth buying anymore? So, unang-una, we need to chart our support lines. Yan. So, support po yan. Yan. These are support lines. Okay. If you notice, yung stock po natin sa EPX, it's on the downtrend. Okay, I'll try to use the trend lines to be able to identify yung sinasabi ko. Okay. Then, may short term tayo na change. Ay, sorry. Yan. I know some of you hindi pa sanay sa paglalagay ng ganito, trend lines. Pero okay lang po. I will be able to get the hang of it over time. Sorry. Meron tayong uptrend before. And right now, I think it's on a little bit on consolidation phase. So, is it the right time to buy? Is it the right time to sell? You can already tell siguro basing on the graph. Okay, 3 years time frame. Now, I would want to see it on a closer perspective basing on the recent price movements. So, talking about 1 year. Okay. So far, andito po tayo sa ilalim na side ni APX. Is it the right time to buy now? I'm not sure about it. Pero let's try to use yung mga indicators na napag-aralan natin. So, ano ngang una? We've already placed our support and resistance. Nag-plot na rin tayo ng ating trend lines. Next nating i-check is yung ating volume. Is it worth buying? May volume ba tayo? So far, wala pa. Okay, let's use yung RSI natin. It's below 30, so it's not even close for us to buy right now. Okay, so I think dito ba lang this already goes out of your choice na, di ba? Tingnan natin yung iba pang indicators. Let's use moving average. So sa moving average, I already preset it to 9 days, 50, and 100 days. So if you notice, it's below the 9 days moving average, so it's not even worth the consideration kung good time to buy na ba. Even the longer time frames are against it. So if you look closer to it, sa ating yan, ginagamit ko po yung sa ilalim, yung ating timeline timeline na cursor. So you'll be able to take a little bit closer look on the timeline. So kung titignan nyo, it's still below the 9 days moving average. And even the volumes are not that significant. See, it has to hit this red line above it to be able to become significant. And yung RSI mo mismo should be 30 or up or even above 50 levels para it's worth the consideration. Okay? Yung pinakahuli natin, dalawa pa pala, MACD and yung Chaikin's money flow. MACD natin. Yun. So, MACD is against it. It's below the zero line. Yung iyong MACD line is below the signal line. So, hindi din siya good time to buy. Okay? So, we've already used APX, we've decided na it's not yet a good time to buy. Let's go for the next one. FNI, ferronickel. So, basing on the setup ni ferronickel, let's go back from the very beginning. Tanggalin natin lahat. Let's analyze them one by one. Automatic po pala guys kapag nag-change kayo ng name ng stock. Same setup. Nag-auto ano siya. Kung ano yung indicator na tick mo, nag-automatic siyang nagki-carry over kung ano man yung stock na pinaglipatan mo. Okay? So, let's just try to check. Tanggalin ko lang yung iba. Ayaw matanggal. No, check in money flow. Wait lang po. Okay. So, let's try to see yung 3 years time frame natin kay ferronickel. If it is worth buying ba or not. So, if you notice, yan, lagay natin yung ating support. That is support. I think this is considered as support then. Support line din to. And the next support line is there. Okay, other support lines are this one, and this one, and this one. Okay, so na-identify na natin. Let's try to use the trend lines. So, draw ako ng trend lines. This is an example of an uptrend. Okay. Uptrend tayo dito. Although, medyo hindi rin maganda yung movement niya. Then, biglang downtrend na dito. Okay. Then, dito mukhang consolidation siya. Okay. Doesn't have to be totally perfect. It just have to fit lang kung ano yung parang baseline mo lang ba na nailagay mo siya. Okay. This is an example of consolidation phase. So, let's take a more closer look. Tignan nyo yung kay Chaiken's money flow. Oh. Hindi ko siya matanggal. I'm sorry. Pero, tignan nyo. Whenever, hindi all the time na although yung money flow is there, hindi din siya tumataas ng basta-basta. Kasi, there might be some other factors na nagkakos nito but hindi siya nagmumove masyado pataas. Okay? So, let's try to make it in a closer look. So, kung titignan mo ng mas malapit, okay, let's try to place in yung different indicators na meron tayo. Moving average natin. Nine days, 50 days, 100 days. So, kung titignan natin on a closer look, is it worth buying na ba? Is it worth buying? Pasok siya sa 9 days moving average natin. Kaya lang kung titignan mo dito, mayroon tayong parang, ito is already your support. Saan yung ating linya? Ito yung support natin. This is your short-term resistance. So, pwede na siyang pasok sa banga. There's a crossover between the 50 and 9 days moving average. Crossover din siya sa longer moving average. Is it a good time to buy? Not 100% yet. Let's try to use yung RSI natin. It's above 30, good. Pero hindi pa ganun kataas. Pwede ka na mag-accumulate dito sa 2.59 pesos. For those na nakaposisyon na ng matagal, I think it's worth buying kapag ka below, kung around 2.59 or less ka. Kung accumulating ka. Okay? So, dito pa lang, you could already Plan ahead of time. Pwede mo nang mailagay na kada magtungtong siya sa 2.59 using good to cancel option. Pwede ko na siyang bilhin automatically. Yun yung beauty doon. Okay? Try natin gamitin yung moving average convergence divergence, yung MACD natin. Is it worth the buying? If you try to take closer look sa ilalim, yan, yung ating histogram is about to go up the zero line. Pero yung ating signal and MACD line is still below zero. Pero, tingnan niyo yung color blue, which is your MACD line, is going an action above the red line. So, for those medyo high yung risk tolerance, I think it's a good time to buy now for you guys. You just have to be cautious enough na kapag nag-change yung trend, it's either you go out or you wait for the next na magsiset up siya. Diba sabi ko, kapag yung MACD line mo is below the zero, it's not yet worth the buying. Pero once na nag-crossover siya at umakyat, and then yung histogram mo is luminipis at pumapasok na siya above your zero line, then it can be considered. So this is early phase. Pwede ka na rin bumili at this time dito na levels. Okay? So I hope that is clear and I hope na nakatulong siya. And did we use the Chaikin? Yeah, we use the Chaikin money flow. Okay, so FNI half-half, pwedeng check, pwedeng hindi check. Ang isang tanong nila is yung MRC. Okay, I like MRC also. So let's try to look on MRC. MRC Allied. Okay, so I already used the same setup as before, okay? Pero I just want you guys to take a closer look yung pagkagawa ng ating support and resistance. It's important na nailalagay mo yung support and resistance kasi that would guide you when you are deciding. Lalo na dito, longer yung time frame. Mayroon kang 3 years time frame. So, that would tell you a lot of things about it kapag naisulat mo yung support and resistance time frame. Okay? So, the setup na to as previously na nagamit natin, andun na yung moving average 9, 50, and 100 days. Yung MACD natin, RSI. Ano na lang yung kulang nga? Kulang natin is yung Chaikin's money flow. Okay, so let's take a closer look in history ni MRC. So si MRC was trading years ago around 0.08 centavo per share. Came to the point na tumaas siya sa 0.12 hanggang 20 centavos noong September last year hanggang sa tumaas siya almost 50 cents. Ito yung pinaka resistance natin. Recently lang, noong March and April. Okay. So, for those of you na bago pa lang sa stock market, MRC is mining stock. Okay. They own a lot of mining sites in Visayas and Mindanao. Meron po tayo malapit sa lugar namin, gold mine sites. They have also in Davao, Surigao, and I think Cebu area. They are also in real estate, and now they have transitioned themselves into renewable energy. So they have solar power now projects right now, both in Visayas and also now I think in Pampanga. So I think they have a big project upcoming there in a big solar grid in Pampanga. So yun. Driving the price, I think it's more of speculative itong type na stock na to. So kung titignan natin on a closer look based on the charts, is it worth buying na ba? So na-plot ko na lahat ng trades. We're just moving closer to it. Is it the right time to buy? It's still on the yes or no lines. So kung titignan mo dito, I think we are on a short-term consolidation phase. Ganun din po sa ilalim na side. Yan. So nakakonso ka, short-term consolidation. And if you are planning to buy, just buy on the lower side, which is 0.33 pesos. So may napansin kayo dito, it's trading above the 30 na RSI. Yung MACD lines mo are still hindi pa confirm. Nag-crossover nga siya pababa. But it's still above the zero. Above the zero ba? No, no. It's below the zero na. Pero ang pinaka-key factor mo dito, once mag-hit tong MACD line mo above the signal line, then it's a driving force to going up. So kung kayo gusto nyo mamili, buy at 33 to 35 levels lang or even 36, okay pa. Just don't go beyond it. Okay? So far wala pa tayong um wala pa tayong big sign na pwede nang mag-volume. Pero if you like, then you can add on. Anyway, it's not that as expensive as other stocks. So, and that's the story of MRC. And Shenli asked for LR, Leisure and Resource World. Yeah. So, is LR worth the buy? Tingnan natin. So, let's plot our trend lines again. I mean, our support and resistance. This is support and resistance. Support and resistance. This is your resistance level. Resistance level. Okay, let's move it closer. Basing on your charts, LR po is more onto gaming industry, hotel and gaming. So let's have a closer look using the different lines na napag-aralan natin. So hindi na yung MACD. Let's go to a closer look. Actually, RSI still on the above 50 levels pero bumaba na siya from 70 previously. Basing on our moving average is below the red line. Okay? Pero sinasalo siya ng 50 days moving average. Every time na nagpi-50, yan, may bumibili. So, ibig sabihin, investors or longer time frame investors are into it. Kaya lang, still below the red line. And even your 100 moving average, your money flow is not that high. Yung check-ins money flow. So, wala masyadong naglalagay pa ng pera. Yung iyong MACD line po, it's below the red line, yung signal line natin. And even the histogram is not towards it. So for me, it's not yet a good setup to buy for the meantime. Okay, so any more requests, guys? Let's try to check muna yung one of the stocks that I've been sharing with Shenli and some of your classmates, yung X or yung Surpass. So for those na medyo bago, Surpass is focused more on creating softwares, creating online platforms in both cell phones, mobile gadgets, and online digital marketing. So if you check on it, it had its debut noong 2015, December. Since then, it was stuck, went up, okay? It was one of the promising stock before. It hit around 20 pesos eh. So let's try to plot in the support lines. This is example of support lines, and this is also an example of support line then. Okay. So if you notice, it was on an uptrend before. Kaso lang after ng IPO niya, ba tayo magsulat? It was on uptrend before, but it was all battered. Ang nangyari kasi sa kanya, it was dami yung in-acquire na companies. Yung ibang company na acquired nila was not giving them any profit. So that dragged the price down. And that have lessened the investor sentiments. Okay? So, after nun, biglang nag-downtrend. Ang haba ng downtrend niya from March ng taon na to. So, this year wasn't a good year for Surpass kasi it dragged them down all the way down. Grabe na pagbaba nila. Okay, what's good thing na na-notice namin along with your classmate is it is, I think, going on reversal. So, if you take a look at close, okay, uptrend, typical na downtrend, tapos biglang yun, it is about to break out na sa ating downtrend ng ilang buwan. So, let's take a closer look of your surpass. So, this happened just few days ago. Okay, if you notice yung ating red line went down na, I mean, nag-change na. The key movement that happened was on this candle. Okay, so this was a big sign na nag-reverse na siya. Kung titignan nyo yung ating mga indicators, yan. Basing on your volume line, 'di ba? From walang kapansin-pansin si X lately nung start of the year hanggang sa heavy selling sa ilalim hanggang sa nagsimula na silang bumili dahan-dahan nung tumungtong siya ng below 3.6 pesos. That was a trigger of a sign of reversal. If you notice yung inyong RSI, yan. Maraming it was a selling spree. Okay, most of the time. Kasi yung Chaikin money flow mo, if you notice yun, no? Wala man lang blue line. Mula nung April hanggang November. So, ilang ba yun? April, May, June, July, August, September. 8 months siya. Wala. Imagine. Then, suddenly, on that very key time frame, biglang nagkaroon ng demand. Sunod-sunod. Yun yung pinakahuling red lines. Then, yung volume mo, sunod-sunod na. Okay? If you check on your MACD, ang laki ng tinaas ni MACD from your signal line until it went up na. So yung ating histogram, it doesn't necessarily mean na halos magkasabay sila dito sa taas ng zero. Itong MACD and signal line. Pero importante lang doon, it is going upwards at sige, tuloy-tuloy siya. So if you try to look at it, very significant yung ating moving average na 9 days. Kita nyo? Every time na tumutungtong siya sa red line, ng 9 days moving average, ang daming bumibili. Pansin nyo? So, that is why this is a good sign na it can be a sign of your reversal already. Okay? Plus yung ngayong araw, ang lakas ng candle ng buying and your Chaikin money flow, yan. You could see this up pa more towards 7.2 pesos or even up to 8.4 pesos. Okay? So these are your lines na babantayan. Yung sabi ko last time, 5 or 5.2 pesos. Once na hit yan, it's already a big sign of reversal. Ang next nating resistance is yung 7.2 pesos and then 8.4 and then so on and so forth. So ito yung next. Doon mo malalaman yung mga resistance kasi yun yung pinakamataas. 10.97. Tapos yung next ulit is yung 15 hanggang sa maabot mo yung pinakamataas which is yung around 20 pesos. So, we're able to apply yung different techniques. Nalaman din natin kailan yung tamang buying price. So, gaya nito, by using your moving average, you'll be able to identify na before pa siya tumungtong or before siya umakyat dito sa 5 kung saan man siya ngayon, dito pa lang pala sa ilalim, pwede ko nang mag-decide kung pwede na ako bumili. The moment na it entered your moving average plus yung setup mo ng buying pressure, yung RSI mo, and then yung money flow. Sunod-sunod na siya 'di ba? So, we are on the right track. Basing lang on the things that I have taught you, we were able to identify and buy a certain stock at the right time, at the right place, and at the right situation. So, I hope you guys were able to tawag nito, you were able to appreciate yung ating ah pinag-aralan today. And yan, balik na ako para makita nyo ako. Yan. So, I hope you guys were able to appreciate yung pinag-aralan natin today. Just we will go to the slides lang para matapos natin yung ating lecture today. Um, yan. So, I hope you were able to learn, nakita nyo kung paano natin na i-apply yung different strategies, indicators na napag-aralan natin for the past few weeks. And then, including na rin po yung ating pag-consider ng timeline and yung strategies na ginawa natin. Just a quick review. We were able to identify yung importance ng pagiging in control with your time. Yung different techniques na pwede natin gawin, yung good to cancel option, yung buying before opening na yung stock market at the opening and at the closing price, and being able to plot it properly using your charts. How to have a stress-free investing and trading. Maalala nyo na sinabi ko na it should pattern according to your timeline, according to your free time, and you can create already a plan or a strategy. And we're able to use it on our actual trades. Okay? So, makikita nyo yung pinakita ko po sa dulo. Nag-analyze po tayo ng iba't ibang stocks gaya ng APX, yung FNI. So, na-share ko sa inyo paano ba kung is it worth buying na ba? Based on the charts lang. Hindi pa natin napag-aralan yung fundamentals. And we were able to identify alin doon yung worth buying or not pa. And then I was able to share to you yung isang stock na tinuro ko din sa atin, sa mga classmates natin dito sa Growing My Stocks master's class. I was able to share to you your co-classmates ano ba yung strategy? Is it worth the buy na ba? And we're able to buy certain stock and they're happy because they were able to apply it properly in real trades. Yun po yung hope ko na lahat po tayo dito we're able to apply kung ano man yung tinuro ko sa inyo, and this is gonna be an ongoing learning. Next week, I'm very excited kasi I'm gonna be sharing to you guys yung iba't ibang softwares na although I have shared sa inyo yung Chart Nexus, marami po tayong pwedeng gamitin na pwede nating i-integrate sa cellphone natin na para kapag andyan na yung phone mo or when you are on the go, pwede mo makita sa cellphone mo yung kung according to plan ba yung trades mo on your free time. Okay? So far, ito po yung sources natin, yung topics, and I think that is all. If you have any questions with me, I'll be happy to answer them. Yan, turn on ko na yung aking camera. Do you have any questions so far, guys? So, wala naman. So, again, maraming salamat. Thank you for having me today, and looking forward to be with you again next week. And I am very excited and can't wait to see you guys again. And yun lang. Have a great weekend. And goodbye. Bye-bye. Good evening po sa lahat. Good night.